Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and for both of these teams that we're going to see, Charles, the future is kind of right now. This is something you only see a handful of times in an NFL season where you've got a rookie quarterback versus a rookie quarterback.
And I think a lot of that has to do with the era we're in now. Because our dads, they didn't see rookie quarterbacks go against each other. In fact, it could be 2-3 years before they even saw the playing field. Nowadays, you get drafted, they expect you to play earlier, and these guys as competitors, they'll take their lumps early, but they'd rather be on the field.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Murray now on first down. Open man is the Hall of Famer, Dave Casper. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Check, 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 check.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, first and 15. On the run, it's Peyton. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see the kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Murray on third down. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Throwing now is Murray. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
Come on, let's go.
Speed grip.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Drake. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
There's Elway. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Back to the air. Elway after the pick 6. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Elway off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady. Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
On first down, Breeze. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And they'll run it here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd down now, it's Green. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 8 yards out. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Ready,
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Double time. 3 down.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll wait to throw on 2nd. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jerry Rice, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Elway. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pick up there of 20 yards. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a 1st down.
Let's go. 18 Gator. They gonna need some therapy after this. Let's go.
A 1st down carry for Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, here's Henry. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point good by Gostkowski, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And it's caught by Parker. 33 yards that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Breeze. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Breeze to throw again. Going deep here for Parker. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
These two teams all tied after one. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Derrick Henry. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready. Yellow waiting. 55.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Breeze now to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
X3, 218, chop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 58.
On second down, it's Henry.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Elway throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Vic Beasley. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position.
Ready? You ready? 36, 36. Hey, I-7.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. He's going to let it go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, let's go.
Now Elway on first down. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Give the sack to Barkevious Mingo, the former number 6 pick. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
General West.
On third down, Henry. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Smooth. Blue down. 58, boys. 58. 58. Mike. Kermit. Big grip. Big grip.
They'll indeed go for it with Elway.
Go, go, go.
And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position.
Check, 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 check.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Come on. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Hey, let's get in there.
Final play of the half. It's Elway. He's going to loft one deep left side into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ty Law. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. In a tie game, I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter. Again, it's Henry. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now it's Elway. Flushed out right. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And look at this. It's a fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Green. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Bree's going to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. They begin with Henry. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They keep it with Henry on first down. Oh, jumping over. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
60-on. Hey, Charlie.
Play action. It's Elway. Forced out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now it's Elway. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
70 Indians.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He was brought down by Trey
On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Elway. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Malik Collins forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Rock it. Ready?
Now Elway on 3rd and long. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th. It's Elway. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th, and now they're going to try an onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the Coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A nice burst there as he'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it's Henry, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Henry running right. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. Breeze now a woeful 5 of 17 thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10 here. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From midfield, here's Breeze. And this is Parker, complete. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Breeze. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. Parker unable to get that one.